Good afternoon. I'm Adeola Adekunle with Adaba News at 3. In the news, INEC raises alarm over conduct of 2023 elections. G-5 governors deny endorsing Atiku. Nigeria Immigration Service dismisses 4 officers over corruption.
This is the news.
President Muhammadu Buhari has pledged to serve God and Nigerians until the expiration of his tenure on May the 29th. This is contained in a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina. He expresses delight that normalcy has returned to affected states affected by insecurity in northeast Nigeria. The president notes that he had fulfilled the commitment made to Nigerians in his inaugural address to tackle Boko Haram terrorists and stabilize the country. Buhari advises Nigerians to remain patriotic. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has raised the alarm that the forthcoming elections risk cancellation or postponement if there is no improvement in the security challenges. Yakubu, represented by the chairman, Board of Electoral Institute, Abdullahi Zuru, spoke at the validation of election security training resources held in Abuja on Monday. INEC had also raised concerns over vote buying, saying its past efforts to curb the act had failed, adding that the vice could mar successful conduct of the elections. However, the INEC boss assured all stakeholders that the Commission is not leaving anything to chance and ensuring that security is provided for election personnel and materials. Reacting, the National Publicity Secretary of PDP, Debo Ologunagba, said the Commission's warning vindicated the opposition party, which is said has been raising the alarm over electoral violence. He said nothing short of free, fair and credible elections will be acceptable to the party. Benue State government has debunked reports claiming that the G5 governors endorsed the presidential candidate of PDP, Atiku Abubakar, ahead next month elections. This is contained in a statement by Governor Samuel Otom's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Teva Akase. The statement notes that the report is false and mischievous. It notes that the manufacturers of the said report are on a desperate mission to score a cheap political point. The founder of Elizade University, Chief Michael Adeojo, has sunk 10 solar-powered boreholes in Ilaramokin, his country home. While commissioning the boreholes, Chief Adeojo said he embarked on the project to ease the age-long problem of potable water in the town. Adeojo urged the people to make a judicious use of the boreholes as it costs a fortune. The Alara of Ilaramokin, or Badiremi Adefenti, said the town will eternally be grateful to Chief Adeojo for having the love of his hometown at heart. Oba Adefenti called on other sons and daughters of the town to emulate Chief Adeojo and contribute to the development of Ilaramokin. The 10 solar-powered boreholes cost over 70 million naira. The Achievers University Award has appointed the first female vice-chancellor of the institution, Professor Molola Irioye. Pro-Chancellor Bode Ayorinde, while administering the oath of office on the acting vice-chancellor, said her emergence came after various deliberations on moving the institution forward since the demise of Vice-Chancellor Professor Samuel Olabanji. Ayorinde charged the staff, students and the university community to cooperate with the acting Vice-Chancellor towards achieving a common goal of the university.
We extrailed the CV of 3 professors, shortlisted from 9. So it was not an emergency appointment. So we took our time because of the institution, not because of Bode Ayọ̀rìndé or because of you. So I want to plead with you to cooperate with yourselves and cooperate with us so that we can move the university forward.
In her acceptance speech, the professor of nursing science said she would perform her duty in line with the vision and mission of Achievers University.
The challenge of providing access to quality education in global context makes many demands on us as we produce graduates for the world market. We are not producing graduates for Nigeria. We are producing graduates for the world. This challenge calls for highly responsive educational institutions and staff that pays attention to continually improving the competence of the staff and building the competence of the students for a highly competitive world market. We will be adding value as we pay more attention to deliver on our mantra, and our mantra is knowledge, integrity, and leadership. Not only focusing on students, but giving desirable attention to staff as we move forward to implementing strategic plans that is translating to the successes of Achievers University over the years.
Professor Irioye has supervised 23 master's students and 5 PhD students in nursing with over 80 publications in reputable national and international journals. And back to politics, the APC is currently in Damaturu, the capital of Yobe State, for its presidential campaign ahead of the February election. As at the time of this report, the main event was yet to commence. However, the Senate President Ahmad Lawan promised that Yobe State will vote massively for the presidential candidate of the party, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
That there is no state in Nigeria that is more APC than Yobe State. Our percentage performance is unequal and relevant. Apology to my brother. We intend to repeat that by the grace of God. We are going to deliver every possible, every contestable seat to APC in Yobe State.
Lawan said the party is sure of victory in coming general elections, saying the party presently has over 41 million registered voters in the country. You're listening to Adaba News at 3 on 88.9 FM Akure, transmitting from Ilara Mokin. After the break, Nigeria Immigration Service dismisses 4 officers over corruption. Details in the second part of the bulletin. Join us then. We're back for news update in live streaming. Visit our website www.adaba889.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/AdabafM88.9 on Facebook, at Adaba889FM on Instagram and Twitter, and Adaba FM TV or YouTube. You can provide us information via email newsroom@adaba889.fm. And to the rest of the bulletin. The Nigeria Immigration Service (NIS) has demoted 14 officers and penalized 22 others for corruption. Immigration Service disclosed this in a statement by its spokesman Tony Akuneme on Tuesday. It says 4 were dismissed while 14 were demoted for various offences for which they appeared before the Orderly Room Trial Committee of the service. The NIS spokesman states that the move is part of measures to ensure optimal service delivery to Nigerians. Akuneme explains that 4 other personnel were discharged and acquitted, while 2 were redeployed to other locations. Now, the Nigeria Railway Corporation (NRC) has blamed saboteurs for attacks on trains and rail stations across the country. NRC Managing Director Fidet Okeria made this known in Lagos. He revealed that the corporation has put some security measures in place at train stations across the country after terrorists attacked a moving train in Kaduna State on March the 28th, 2022. NRC boss argued that holistic security solutions will go a long way to forestall future attacks on trains in Nigeria. However, the Railway Corporation said the federal government should ensure that security in Nigeria covers everyone and not just train stations. Meanwhile, the Edo State Police Command has said one more victim from the Igueben train station abduction has been rescued. The police made this known on Tuesday, hours after it said 6 of the abductees were rescued about 48 hours after the attack on Saturday. Over 30 intending passengers were kidnapped on Saturday afternoon when gunmen attacked a train station in Igueben in Edo. Saturday's attack occurred months after terrorists attacked a moving train in Kaduna State. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) has confirmed that 7 of its personnel alongside 5 other persons were ambushed and killed at Kuriga mining site, Biringwari local government area of Kaduna State. In Abuja, the NSCDC Director of Public Relations, Mr. Olushola Odumoshu, said 5 others were from a sister security agency and local vigilance group. He said one NSCDC personnel escaped the attack with injuries and is currently undergoing treatment. Odumoshu said the attack, which occurred on Monday, was unfortunate and a big loss to the corps and family of the deceased. He further said that the attackers carted away rifles of the slain operatives, adding that the remains of the officers and men had been deposited at Barau Diko Teaching Hospital in Kaduna. Meanwhile, the Corps has lost 3 other personnel from the national headquarters in a car accident on Monday evening. The accident victims were female personnel and 2 male operatives. And sport, former 2-time heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has been called out by rival Joseph Parker, with the 2 heavyweights looking to rebuild their careers. Parker makes his return to the ring on January the 21st against Jack Massey on the undercard of Chris Eubank Jr.'s fight with Liam Smith. It comes after the New Zealander was knocked out by Joe Joyce in their thriller last September. Joyce became the 3rd man to beat Parker behind Joshua and Dillian White. And the former WBO champion is eyeing revenge against his British rivals after returning against Massey in Manchester. He said his manager David Higgins has sent a message to Matchroom to ask if Joshua needed a fight, but he said they have not gotten a reply back. And now to end Adaba News at 3, a recap of our top stories. INEC has raised alarm that the forthcoming elections risk cancellation or postponement if there is no improvement in the security challenges. Benue State government has debunked reports claiming that the G-5 governors endorsed the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar ahead next month election. We also told you that the Nigeria Immigration Service has dismissed 4 officers for various offences. And that's Adaba News at 3. It was edited by Sunday Ajiboye. I'm Adeola Adekunle. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.